first victim. On the play. Play my favorite game. How many one-landers can we mulligan? I mean, this hand's not good by any stretch of the imagination, but it's certainly a keep. That on top seems fine. We're on the play or the draw? We're on the play. Alright, so Misty Rainforest, go. It depends on what you mean by fully up. They've rotated standard, but you still, alrighty. So just, I assume we're like just dead here. This matchup's probably miserable for us. Like, now they know the Spell Snare is coming, so like they're not going to play into it. This might be a Flash Snapcaster Mage in and block kind of day. Might be a Flash Snapcaster Mage in and block kind of day. Yep. Alright, Snapcaster Mage. Ambush Viper mode, go. Oh no! Look at this! I didn't even try for this. This is just like Magic Online did this by default. I mean, yep. I haven't played this variation of Blue Moon with this combo in it, but I know variations of Blue Moon that did not have this combo in it had a miserable matchup against Burn. So, I guess we're just going to try for this again. It'd be really sad when we get Searing Blaze, because I didn't fetch another island here. Yeah, the new version of Kiki Cord is you take all of your Kiki Cord cards and you throw them in a garbage can and you go build a playable modern deck. Or you take your version of Kiki Cord, you like shove 8 Blood Moons into it and like hope that's good enough to cheese out a bunch of wins. One of the, you know, dealer's choice really. Yeah, I mean, okay, so we're going to 11 here. I guess there's a world where like we run off a couple of lands that could maybe squeak out of this, right? Let's do this. That is not a land, not a castable. Alright, what do we got here? Alright, I've got 2 Dispels and a Negate, so this is probably not going to be much better for us post-board here. Remand is probably the worst. It's like between Remand and Cryptic Command, right? Like neither of these cards are particularly exciting, but like the sideboard in this deck is just like, I mean, this deck, even when you can't really put sideboard cards in your deck for burn. I don't think Engineered Explosives are very good. You're almost always trading down on tempo with it. You're like trading 3 mana for their 1-drop. I love the people that will like watch this game, that game we just played, and then also be like, Jace the Mind Sculptor is too good for Modern. Just like, just got completely and totally slaughtered mercilessly, like before Jace would have even resolved and done anything, but like, it's too good. Burn deck's fine, aggro decks are fine. That Jace is too strong though, ladies and gentlemen. Don't do it. No Jace. Alright, I don't think I want a 3rd Snapcaster. I'll leave that land on top. We're interested in a 3rd land that makes red mana for these 2. And if they play a Goblin Guide, we get to draw it. Rats, just a Swift Spear. I started playing Standard just after Jace was banned. Technically, it was like restricted, right? Just after the Jace ban was started, when I started playing competitive standard. How good a card was in standard should be irrelevant to whether or not it is legal in modern. Just so everyone understands my position on the topic. It was Stoneforge Mystic that was like restricted, right? Because you could play Stoneforge Mystic from the intro deck or the event deck or whatever we called it then. Alright, well, Blood Moon does actually cut our opponent off of some spells, so we're going to go ahead and... Am I going to do that? Now, I'm going to take this Electrolyze while we can, actually. And just guaranteed kill this. This matchup is fucking terrible, and you don't have cards in your sideboard for it. That's why there's a Blood Moon in our deck. Blood Moon also isn't completely irrelevant against the opponent. Like, you cut them off of white spells. They don't play a basic planes, but like we're not excited to like have this Blood Moon in our deck. That's fair. Nobody's excited to have this Blood Moon. But like these are the cards we've been dealt. We're looking for it Through the Breach at this point. Steal this game. Well, we're currently playing against one of the many decks that wants to kill us by turn 4. So spending a mana to not impact the board is, oh, there's Through the Breach. Land? Alright, I have a Serum Visions in here. Or actually, Snap Serum Visions is better at finding us a land for next turn than Snap Op, so let's go ahead and do that. So, man, are we going to win a game? I don't want to get ahead of myself. We might win this game, and then maybe if our opponent mulligans a bunch, we can have a chance next turn. Let's say no to that one. Big old N-O-O. Man, I'm glad we cast Serum Visions and not Opt here, because none of those cards are the land we are looking for. Saying a card, oh god. Oh god. Why? Alright, well, I mean, we've got this Cryptic Command, so I'm saying there's a chance. WotC's not supposed to address the secondary market, and keeping a card legal or not because of the secondary market should never be an appropriate answer. Ever, ever, ever. I'm gonna bounce their land, return that one, and draw a card. Because I would like to try and hit this land to cast this Through the Breach. Sure. Sure. You gain 3. Yep. Yay! Combo! Combo! Through the Breach. Stick in this Emramom. Yep, Emramom. Remember that the company that controls the ban list also has the power to print any card of their choosing into the dirt. So if they wanted Jace the Mind Sculptor to be a almost free magic card, it could be an almost free magic card should WotC choose. So whenever people talk about like they can't make a card legal because it's too expensive, I wonder if those people actually like are thinking about the statement that they're making. This hand is tough to slice. I'm pretty sure this is just a mulligan. We want something with like a Bolt or at the very least like a Dispel or a Spell Snare in the opener, especially on the draw. This hand's not exciting, but it's got the combo in it and it's got a Bolt, so I'm gonna keep this with the Scry. And like if we brick and die here, like this is one of those hands where like you have to ask yourself, what's more likely to happen? Am I more likely to have a playable 6, or am I more likely to like hit with this hand and win the game? And I think the answer to this question is we're more likely to find a land with this hand and win the game. Like Serum Visions and Ops are redraws, so yeah, like we could just like draw a bunch of Through the Breaches and die, but like a hand like this is one of the ones where like you can't be results based. You got to actually think about what the percentages are, and just because you keep a hand like this and miss doesn't mean keeping this hand was wrong. I mean, we live in this society where, like, it's rude to tell people they're wrong even when they're, like, objectively wrong, right? So, like, it doesn't matter, like, it doesn't matter if 2 + 2 is 4 when you're working in a base 10 system. It's rude to tell people that, and you don't want to make them feel bad about themselves because we don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. It's like, it's okay. And that's the other thing, too. Like, people are afraid to be wrong. Like it's okay to be wrong. Like not everyone knows everything, and you're not stupid. In my opinion, you're more stupid if you're like aggressively wrong than opposed to just being like, oh, I messed up and that's not actually correct. Just Fate Weave, right? See, I've been around Magic players, so that's why whenever I say 2 + 2 is 4, I always put the base 10 system at the end there because I know how Magic players work, and they're gonna argue me, well, it's not a base 10 system. I think I'm just gonna play this and pass. I guess I could fetch shock and Serum Visions. I guess I'm mostly just looking for lands, right? Dude, you are obnoxious. Yeah, I think it's just fetch. I think it's just fetch shock, Serum Visions here. We can find like. Why are you such a brat? Why are you such a brat? I think I actually want both of these cards. Yeah, I'm gonna go top on these and pass the turn. Next turn we can opt plus Spell Snare. Of course you could play Opt on Modern Online already. It's like standard online right now is like, has the sets rotated, but Ixalan doesn't exist yet. Just Magic Online things. Like, they might not care about the Blood Moon, so they're gonna take the Opt. Is that the tank here? Yeah, wow, okay. I just don't care about Blood Moon. Got it. Yeah, Ixalan release events don't start until Monday. Or pre-release events, or whatever we call them on Magic Online these days. Alright, do I want the Snapcaster Mage that's on top of my deck? I feel like I do. Yeah, I want the Snapcaster Mage that's on top of my deck. I'm gonna play this Blood Moon because it means we're less likely to get Liliana next turn. They probably have an Abrupt Decay, but this just like buys a turn out of them, kind of. Sure. Tilt. Tilt. Tilt! Maybe I shouldn't have been greedy and play the Blood Moon. I was supposed to just like snap Serum Visions, try and ensure we hit our fourth line drop. Worth noting too, and this should fall under the no one's surprised camp. Blood Moon's updated interaction doesn't currently exist on Magic Online. These still enter, and you have to pay life for them to be untapped. These still enter tapped. So for those that are aware, Blood Moon rules were updated with the latest set, so they don't. Man, a basic island would be great. These cards now enter as mountains. They don't have their replacement effects as they enter the battlefield. So like these always enter untapped under Blood Moon now. The Planeswalker rule change is in effect on Magic Online. Inquisition of Code Select. Well, I'm going to Lightning Bolt you in response because that's your only legal target for that card. I can't believe they didn't take the Blood Moon and they don't have an answer for it. I wonder if they have an answer and they just, like, didn't want me to cast these Cryptic Commands. So, like, now we're in a spot where, like, Gripping Emrakul kills them, which is kind of great. This matchup has to be reasonable for us, right? I'm actually just going to leave up Cryptic Command here, I think. think I'm just gonna let this happen. I could Cryptic Command and bounce my thing there, but I don't think I really care about that because they could have fetched a basic planes anyways while that was in my hand, so I don't think that's a worthwhile exchange. Sure. I don't really care about this. My opponent just passes here. I'm gonna end step bounce this Shambling Vent. Should fetch a land first, probably. I'd be pretty surprised if the Abzan deck doesn't play a basic plains. I'm willing to be wrong on that, but I'd be pretty surprised if they don't. I mean, these aren't Emrakuls, but like these are great cards, right? Interested in both of those. Bolt's a great draw too, because it answers their Shambling Vent. Stop it. If they play like Siege Reno here, we're going to be a little sad. This is annoying, but not the end of the world. It would have been this Spell Snare, I think. I'm going to go ahead and bolt their dome here. Redirect to Liliana. Looking for a thing to kill you. Looking for a thing to kill you. I'm gonna bottom this and top this. I'm gonna hold this land for now. I feel like I'm gonna hold this land for now because if they want to discard a card, I'm fine discarding a card as well. No idea. This is our second match. Unlike most people that play Magic, I'm not gonna make something up. I'm gonna like actually wait and tell you an informed, educated opinion, hopefully. Hopefully, we will play half a dozen matches or so and have an educated opinion on the topic. Yep, that's fine. So we're gonna end step, Electrolyze, kill this Liliana, draw Opt, cast Opt, get 2 more looks at an Emrakul. Sweet. Target you. I would love to redirect. I would like to cast Opt. I'd like to put this Vendilion Clique on the bottom of my deck. I'd like to draw another card. Emrakul. Oh, Emrakul. Oh, Emrakul. Do. I'm not going to play this because I've bottomed 2 or 3 cards at this point, and I really don't want to shuffle them back in. Yeah, this is fine. And again, I think I might just end step bounce this, draw a card. It's like, you know, we're just like looking for one specific thing. Well, I guess we're like not that low at this point. I can just like sit on this until I cast a meaningful spell. Maybe I'm supposed to sit on this till I cast a meaningful spell. I mean, Emrakul is lethal, right? Like, counter target spell, draw a card. What? A T-I-L-T. That is a beep beep on there. Lightning McQueen. Oh, baby. We're gonna draw Thoughtseize here, and I'm gonna be really sad about life. If they draw like a Goyf or something, if they draw another Siege Rhino, we are actually in trouble, because then the Emrakul won't be lethal, and then, oh, God bless. We draw Snapcaster Mage if we're not. God bless us. Everyone, please don't have something weird. 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 God bless, they're dead. Beep beep. Beep beep. You want a different show? You want a beep beep on the TV? You want beep beep on the TV? All right, let's do it. Let's get beep beep on the TV. All right, what do we got in terms of beep beeps on the TV? Oh, the sun is so bright. The sun is so bright. There's some beep beeps. All right, what are we doing? Engineered explosives and Jace both don't seem unreasonable. This is probably a Brost matchup. Blood Moon's excellent, obviously, so we're not cutting that. Man, what are the cuts? Spell Snare is usually a card that I trim in this style of matchup. They have Grim Lavamancer, but like it's not particularly exciting. Remand's probably out too. We just want like more cards that impact the board. For like cutting these five counter spells for these 5. I don't hate that. I don't like Shadow of Doubt on the draw. I don't mind boarding in Shadow of Doubt on the play to get people. Believe me, as someone who likes getting people, Shadow of Doubt is excellent for it. This kills Grimflayer. It kills their creature land, and it helps you deal with Liliana. It also can randomly be a little bit of reach to help Emrakul close out the game, so I think the Lightning Bolts are fine. They're not stellar, but I think they're slightly more stellar than Remand and Spell Snare. This isn't an all-in combo deck, and I know Modern is like riddled with all-in combo decks, so it's hard to discern what's supposed to be all-in and what's not, but this deck plays a lot like Splinter Twin used to, where you're a tempo combo deck more than a dedicated combo deck. It's not quite as tempo-based as Twin, because like our combo pieces aren't like these crappy 1 and 2 power guys, but it's pretty close. This we get to pass with Opt or Lightning Bolt up. What value? What value? Snare is nuts, right? So like other than Collective Brutality, like that card's pretty mediocre. And again, like that's assuming that you draw your 2 of before they do a thing. So like, is it reasonable when they have their 2-drop? Yeah, like Spell Snare is one of the best cards in Magic when you're like taking their 2-drop away because like you traded 1 mana for their 2 mana, like you doubled up on tempo. But like when they're killing you with something in play or they have a Liliana you need to get rid of, man, this person, they're just like, this card wasn't legal and it's so good. Always discard the Opt. 10 out of 10. Never let the Opt be drawn. So I could bluff something here, but I'm just going to get the value out of like putting this into play tapped and passing the turn. It lets my opponent know the entire context of my hand, but like ultimately I don't think my opponent's plays are going to be changed by like whether or not they know a single card in my hand. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and do that. Oh no! Oh no! They have Nile Spellbomb for my Snapcaster Mage. Alright, play this island out, pass the turn. Honestly, I might just click myself here, get rid of the Snapcaster. I might just click myself. Unless they tap out here. If they tap out, we're not tapping out. Alright, sweet. Yeah, I'm just gonna click myself. You kill this, that doesn't really matter. Things that are irrelevant to the outcome of this game for 100. And next turn, we get to play one of my favorite lands around it. That's the real reason I'm playing this deck, is I love Desolate Lighthouse. Desolate Lighthouse is more than good. It's great. Anyone? Longtime viewer decided Modern is superior format now. God bless you, JW, asking the realest hard-hitting questions. Why even do this now? Why not wait a turn? You're already at your end step. You can't play a land. Hey, look, there's 1 combo piece, 1 combo piece, 2 combo piece, 3 combo, 4. Because it's a loot house. Down to what a good clean even number there, that they're 15. Just good clean living, really. Yeah, Op just keeps getting mono discarded, so clearly it's terrible. All right, dealer's choice, opponent. It took my combo piece. All right, I'm gonna get my loot on here. It's that set we don't really talk about because most of the cards in it were miserable. Avacyn restored. Are we casting Collective Brutality here? Is that what this is? We casting a Grimflayer and we don't know how to tap our lands. Looking like a Grimflayer and we don't know how to tap our lands. Sure. Huh. So if they have, what 1-cost instant could they have to turn on Delirium here? I'm gonna loot, but I'm probably supposed to just try and kill this, right? Is that one good? I feel like this one's pretty good. Actually might not be great on this board. Another basic eyelids makes it pretty decent though. Yeah, I'm gonna try and electrolyze this, and then we can just spend a lightning bolt. Fatal push on Clique. Alright, good call. Let's attack first. Let's attack first because they might push before damage. Another question is like, am I just supposed to pivot and be on the... Am I supposed to pivot and be on the burn you out plan? I feel like the chances of this Clique going the distance are... They already have a land in their discard pile, so this won't add a card... The fetch doesn't add a card type. So the fetch is irrelevant. They need an instant. They have sorcery, artifact, land in their discard pile right now. So like I could send these... I could send... You think I just play the Moon Ryan? Oh, because it forces them, and then in response to the fetch, I bolt this. I like that. That's a good line. I like it. I like it. Look at that. Ryan with the clutch suggestions. I should just have you play all my matches for me. In response, I kill your pooper. Unless you have a gut shot, this is dead. Holy crap, do they have a gut? Surgical extraction! Oh god, Ryan! Ryan, everything went so wrong! Why do I listen to you? Why do I listen to Ryan? Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Who said listen to Ryan? That's a terrible... I said gut shot, but like surgical, the card everyone always boards in ever, is the card we actually should have been thinking about. We've been duped. Send help! Someone help! Oh god, and now we blood mooned away our Desolate Lighthouse. Yep, your tracker is tireless, friendo. They want... And look, this is again, my opponent just got screwed. You should file for comp if you lose this match. That land should come into play untapped under the new rules of Blood Moon. Just letting my opponent know that if they lose this match, their league is free. Because I'm a good opponent. This should be untapped. This is untapped. So for those that understand, okay, here's a fun game. Let's play a fun game. People are saying, well, that shouldn't be in effect yet. Is this opt magic card legal in Modern? Because I'm playing with this magic card. Is this card legal in Modern? No, it's not. We're playing in a fictional made-up Modern universe. Where if I was my opponent, I'd fucking file for comp. 10 out of 10. 110% would file for comp. Serpent Boy! With the $4.99 a month resubscription. Thank you for the resub. A third of a year. Welcome back. Welcome back. Snapcaster Mages are lethal here. Another Lightning Bolt is lethal here. We've got a lot of lethals here. That's a redraw at a lethal. Ooh, this is not lethal yet. Oh wait, that one's lethal though, right? God bless us, everyone. Gonna burn them out. Gonna burn them out. Burn, baby, burn. Disco Inferno, do 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 do, beep do 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 do, beep do 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 do. Hope everyone's having at least half a good morning as I am. We're hanging out playing some Magic the Gathering, getting nerds got in so many different ways. Oh, I should have bolted their... I should have killed their tireless tracker to send a message since the lightning bolt was lethal anyways. Alright, we're now 1-1 with this not quite blue moon deck. Next match popped right away. God bless. God bless, God bless, God bless. Slow and steady. We took it, ate it to burn in the first round of this league. I mean, I feel like I'm not playing this deck to not keep hands like this, but this hand seems exceedingly slow on the draw. The second through the breach, yep. This usually means my opponent is planning to Blood Moon us as well. Please Blood Moon us, opponent. Alright, we're gonna fetch this. Opponent's got buck tons of mana. It's possible I'm just supposed to leave this uncracked. So I can, like not get Stone Rain to this turn. Modern is the format where... Modern is, like, the people's format. People love playing this format because, they just like to play their bad decks forever. Hey, Captain Sedai! With the brand new $4.99 a month subscription. It is September, so all new subs are half off. Welcome. I appreciate that. Let's spend 2 mana and send this 6 mana thing back to your hand, shall we? Draw a card here. Alrighty, let's go ahead and put this in. Here's an interesting question. Do I just like snap off the Electrolyze here, or do I plan to Remand them again? I feel like I'm just supposed to snap the Electrolyze, right? Yeah, I'm just gonna Electrolyze them here. To be resource efficient. Ooh, that's my favorite. You like remand someone twice and then like end by Cryptic Commanding them. What you got here, opponent? Kitchen Finks. You know, 1, 2, 3 mana left over. I think I'm just gonna remand this. Am I supposed to remand this? I could get Stone Range or Blood Mooned here. Maybe I'm supposed to play this to avoid getting Blood Mooned. How do you feel about that? I could just Cryptic Command to be resource efficient. I think I want to just Cryptic Command to be resource efficient. Click's a great draw. I can click one of these through the breaches out of our hand, and then actually help us deal lethal damage with an Emrakul. Nah, I think I'd rather just like draw. I've got these through the breaches in my hand, so I just want to like find an Emrakul as soon as possible. Opponent has 7 mana currently. Stop it. Did you consider stopping it at any point, opponent? Stop it. Stop it. Target myself. This breach on the bottom. Guess the Serum Visions. Oh. Well, hello. Hello there, Mama Jamma. Put one of them there fine ladies on top of my deck. Crack with this Clicksky poo. Can breach in the click at instant speeds. Mazes end with the lines. None of the lines get past you. Your mom? Where's your mom? Alright, what if I suggested remanding yourself? Is that something you'd enjoy? And something I'd enjoy. I'd enjoy remanding you. Oh, Birds of Paradise, you say? What if? It'd be a darn shame if something were to happen to that card. Rawr. Alrighty. Can I interest you in coming once more unto the breach, my friends? Charge! Trigger. And dead. Alright, what am I doing here? Engineered explosives seems like lit AF, right? That's, it kills birds and enchantments. Blood Moon seems like pretty medium minus. Spell Snare seems pretty medium minus. It's just like snares and moons out, EEs and roasts in. That seems fine. I guess this counters part of their... This counters part of their thingamahoozits, right? I don't know if that's better than these other cards I'm playing, though. I'll be right back. I need to go see what my child is getting into. It sounds like he's causing trouble. I guess Roast isn't actually that good. Are these better as just like Anger Shadow? Then the little cannibal showed his face, right? Right? Clearly needs some buy force. Oh, I forgot the negate. Yeah, the negate's great. Man, way to be too slow on fixing my mistakes. I was trying to pay attention to Declan. Seems like not exciting, but it's probably fine, right? Like, bolting their dork's usually pretty good. Their 10 out of 10 should be a negate in my deck right now. See, like that one. That little elf on a shelf. Sugar, we're going down. Going down in a really loud. Sugar, we're going down swinging. I'll be a #1 with a bullet. Loaded gun complex. Cock it and pull it. We're going down. Oh no! Oh no, not all the graveyard hate. This, you know, I was wondering why there are only 3 Snapcaster Mages in this deck. But after seeing every opponent boarding graveyard hate against us... Going down. Matthew! Oh, we're gonna do it! Crack the fetch! Crack the fetch! Crack the fetch! Crack the fetch! That's rude, opponent. That's really exceedingly rude. Alright, well, then let us get back to our turn. Turn off auto yields. Which is their mistake. Because I'm going to Shadow of Doubt their fetch land now. Oh no! Oh no! There's a spooky in the castle, Declan! There's a spooky in the castle, Declan! Spooky! Spooky! Oh, I forgot to float mana. Fuck, I forgot to float mana. They could have just changed main phases. They could have just changed main phases. Oh no, they 10 out of, and like, now they fetch around it. 10 out of 10. Spooky! Spooky! You want your sock off? You want the sock off? Ew, your feet stink, kid. It's fine. It's fine, really. Thanks, Pythrian. I appreciate that. Gonna cycle this. I'm gonna go ahead and split this 1 and then 1 to the Planeswalker. Cuts them off a mana for the turn. Through the Breach is a decent draw. If we brick on a big threat this turn, we have Cryptic Command up next turn. Uh-oh, that's scary. So they have something better than a Kitchen Finks to play this turn? Garrick? Gross. What is wrong? Do I want to shock this in? I don't think I do. I'm just gonna play this tapped. Like, imagine that Shadow of Doubt had been the Negate I forgot to board in. Be pretty far ahead right now. I don't really care about this. Please cast this. I guess it turns off our Desolate Lighthouse. Dude, your sock is on. Go sit down and play with your toys. Go play with your toys. Oh, alright, you know. God bless us, everyone. Not planning to play Legacy today. No, I don't think so. Actually, that's a lie. I might play Black-Red Reanimator today. I might play some Black-Red Reanimator today. Alright, that's going to be a wrap on this game. Should have a Negate in my deck. Anger's probably not worthwhile. Nah, the Esper deck's not... the Esper deck is not good enough. Something like this is much better. Get people got. Blood Moons and Through the Breach Emrakuls is getting people got way more than jumping through a bunch of hoops for a 5/5. Maybe Dia Bunny. It's either that or the Furry Codec today. I'm not sure. Yeah, it seems great. Serum Visions on one. Which Miracles deck? I don't know what you're referring to. Is there a new deck that I should be aware of? Yeah, these are fantastic, right? This is just like Snap top. Like the Through the Breach, we need to combo them, and then a 5th land as well. 4 spells. That's fine. Please be a 4-mana spell. If we start getting Stone Rain here, we might actually be in a little bit of trouble. Oh. Like to draw Engineered Explosives. Love to draw Electrolyze, also good. Well, I mean, we've got a bunch of lands. We have a plan. I can make the ad larger if you'd prefer. Is this better? You can still see just the card names that way. Feel like does that make your viewing experience better? I feel like this makes the viewing experience better. All right, so we've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, up to 8 mana this turn potentially. You just play one of my plugs on loop. Yeah, there's an old donation goal underneath there. The extend from the 24-hour stream. Oh, good beats, good beats, good beats. No, I beg, borrow, and steal for legacy cards. Whoever asked about legacy, we're gonna play legacy after this league. We're gonna play legacy after this league. Yeah, I think that's probably the end of the game. I agree with that assessment. The game is fairly over. All right. Only got to lose one more, and then we get to go play Legacy. Matthew, if you're out there, remember this league was for you. Maddie was like, all right, before I'm actually going to cancel this. We're going to do a plug here. Good morning, afternoon, good night to everyone, wherever you're at in the world. Thanks for choosing to spend part of your day here with us. We're hanging out, getting slogged through in Modern. Maddie asked me to test this blue-red deck, so I'm doing it for him, for the people. If you're enjoying what you see, please hit that follow button. It doesn't cost you anything. It helps other people find my stuff. If you're really enjoying what you see, you want to support my content past that, there's a couple different ways you can do that. The first is by subscribing on Twitch. It's currently September, so all new subscribers are half off this month. If you're really enjoying what you see, you can also support my content by supporting my sponsors, mtgotraders.com. We'll love to buy and sell Magic Online cards with you. If you use code Hoagland PayPal at checkout with them, you'll save 8% on all of your singles orders. Coolstuffinc.com buys and sells sells a lot of cool stuff, including Magic, Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Using code Jeff5, you can save 5% on your singles orders at CoolStuffInc.com. InkedGaming.com can help you customize your gaming experience. Using code Jeff12, you can save 12% on all of your purchases with them. They do custom playmats and sleeves and mouse pads. You can upload your own custom artwork or choose from a wide selection of great stuff that their artists have on their site. And finally, SpareDeck.com. They offer kind of a unique service. Let's say you would like to Blood Moon some people in Modern yourself, but you don't own these cards. You can rent any physical, standard, or Modern deck from SpareDeck. You can rent a deck for a weekend or up to an entire month. If you're someone who likes to change decks a lot or you want to try something before you buy it, it's a really great service. I use them for a lot of my competitive events. I wish this format didn't suck. Sucking is subjective. Modern is the most popular competitive format in Magic, so there's plenty of people who enjoy it. I personally wish that decks that were trying to be more interactive were better positioned in Modern, but, you know, not every format has to appeal to every player. I can play plenty of interactive Magic in Legacy. I can usually play plenty of interactive Magic in Standard, so, like, Modern doesn't need to appeal to me as a player. Yeah, we're interested in both of these, right? Hey, speaking of subs, Foot in Mouth with the 14-month resubscription. Thank you for the continued support. I do appreciate it. Welcome back. It seems pretty good on the play, right? We've got Island Misty on top, so we're gonna go Island next turn and then fetch Island, play Blood Moon on 3. Dece plus even maybe. Maybe. We don't actually have objective measurements to know that. So, Street Wraith into Serum Visions. You know, cards that we wonder why they're legal in Modern for 100. It's gonna ship here. There's really no reason to opt this turn because we know the Misty's on top of our deck and we want to draw it. I guess we could just, like, force through the cantrip. Basic is land. Basic is land. Legacy's moderately priced to play at Magic Online. Opt seems fine. It doesn't seem like it makes these blue interactive decks any more or less playable. My opponent just said, wait, what in chat? Welcome to Magic Online. Please enjoy your stay. Hashtag made up formats that do not exist. You got something to drink, kid? Mm-hmm, got something to drink? Soft stub, boo. Boo, soft stub. Boo, soft stub. There's your cup, get your cup. Now I'll give you something to drink. Now they're gonna play a 1-mana 4/5 or a 1-mana 5/6 or 1-mana 5/5 or 4/5, and we're gonna die to it. Oh no! Is Blood Moon even good in this matchup? Actually, real questions. Declan, give me the cup. And I will give you some more to drink. Oh, gotta mix up a blender cocktail here of water and Gatorade. I don't give the child straight Gatorade because that's too much sugar. But a little savor the flavor. A little savor the flavor. Up, down, up, down. Mix, mix, mix. 1-mana 5/5s. This is so fair and balanced. My favorite thing about Wizards of the Coast is how good they are at balancing cost reduction mechanics. They're just aces at it, really. Remand, right on time. Right on time, Remand. God bless you. We're pretty dead here, right? I mean, opt into an opt. What's not to love? I should probably have just bottomed that, right? That's probably should have been bottomed. Ah, Remand. You think my opponent has a stubborn denial? What are the odds my opponent has a 1-mana negate? What are the odds my opponent has a 1-mana negate? High? Signs seem to be pointing to high. We are gonna make the crap out of some 1-mana Gristlebrands here in a minute. Where are we at? Black Red Reanimator. This is I am ready to stagger on in here and make some 1-mana Gristlebrands. You wanna see some good clean living here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk about some good clean living. What is this Yu-Gi-Oh deck, right? What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. Death shadow ho 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 ho. Hey hey. Man, these answers are so good. It's so good to be the answer deck. Well, I mean, you know, maybe my opponent doesn't have a stubborn denial. I've read this book before. They're gonna crack a fetch land and kill us. Oh yeah. Oh, it's so good. Don't do me wrong. Ooh, don't do me wrong. Don't do me dirty, opponent. Don't do me dirty. For my opponent's low 2-mana investment, they currently have 12 power on the table. They currently have 12 power on the table. What powerful... They currently have 12 power on the table. Alright, so Blood Moon seems pretty mediocre. Engineered Explosive seems fine. Roast seems phenomenal. Electrolyze seems kind of mediocre, right? I think I like Dispel. How do we feel about Dispel? A Cryptic Command's a little clunky against the deck with 1-mana negates in it. Lightning Bolt's kind of mediocre. Actually, Lightning Bolt's probably worse than Electrolyze, right? Modern Jeff has to laugh and sing, because if I'm not laughing and singing, I'll be crying. Yeah, Shadow and Doubt. I like it. Let's get him. Let's get him. My body is ready to finish dying to this, and then we'll play some Legacy. Man, I'm really sad too, because like I keep trying to. Maybe we'll play more Jund later, because like Jund seems fine. Jund, we played Jund the other day and we 3-2'd with it, and I feel bad saying it, but I enjoyed playing Jund. I'm gonna just admit it. I really liked playing this deck, and now I could put these Liliana the Last Hopes into my main deck, and we can play 6 or maybe even 7 Lilianas. Like that seems wonderful. You're saying Blood Moon is good, Harlan. Well, you're smarter than I am. I feel like Blood Moon is not good. Modern Open Champion, Harlan Fear here. I hope I didn't just butcher your last name. If I did, I apologize. I know what that's like. Let's go ahead and start on a basic into a Serum Visions. I mean, the Jund deck's not playing Lightning Bolt, to be fair. I don't think I want either of these cards, if we're being honest here. I don't actually know. I definitely don't want the land. Do I want this Clique? I don't know if I actually want this Clique. How do we feel about this Clique? It's like pseudo pressure. Let's just take a peekaboo inside their hand. Little looksky poo. It's awkward that my opponent's gonna look at my hand and know that the Shadow of Doubt is coming. Hello, tiny monster. The Clique can potentially take a 1-mana negate. It's like kind of a clock. It's not really a clock until my opponent is like sub 13 life, right? You are the tiniest turd I have ever met. Yep. Little turdlet. You want a different show, turdlet? Yep. All right. Tell me what you're working with. You wanna watch Chuck? How's Opt so far? Well, oh geez, they didn't have a 1-mana 4/5. That's so unlucky. My opponent seems really unlucky. Didn't have a 1-mana 4/5. I took a deck that 9-0'd a Magic Online PTQ and stuck 4 copies of Opt into it. Maybe I'm supposed to do this there so I can tag a Gurmag Angler before they play it. Whoa, whoa! I meant to do this in response. This should have happened in response. They're gonna get to Gurmag Angler now, and I'm gonna be sad about life. Yep, this is a Dredge threat, Delve threat, whatever it's called. Alrighty. I mean, like, I don't think Opt has been bad so much as, like, adding this random cantrip to this deck doesn't make this deck that's, like, not great any more or less bad. I don't really care about any of these cards, right? We're just, like, trying to... they can't snap the Stubborn Denial. I think we're just, like, trying to rip into a combo here, right? So they have Push... Maybe the Liliana's worth taking. Snap. Push Lily, snap, and then some other things. Play this before they draw a blue source for their Stubborn Denial. Well, this out tap. The biggest joke of my opponent here is that they're not going to be able to Thoughtseize me. Because I don't have any spells in my hand. This is Liliana, most likely. I just put all these powerful cantrips into my deck. That's actually like a D+ draw. Am I just bouncing this now? Yeah, I'm actually just going to bounce this now. Or they draw a blue source. Oh, I have to laugh, because if I didn't, I'd cry. Alright, I take the Liliana. How do I beat Snapcaster's Stubborn Denial? Because they're more likely to hit a blue source for the Snapcaster's Stubborn Denial. How do I beat that? So right now their hand is Gurmag, Snapcaster, Death Shadow, and then one card I don't know. There's the Shadow. Don't command me, bro. Don't do it. Have a heart. Into a 5-power guy as well. And they're gonna have... Oh, they're losing their denial to do this. Okay, that's good for us. Oh, no, they drew Tasigur. So their hand is Gurmag, and... Okay, come on, roast me. Roast me! Roast me! We need a broast. 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 Oh! Ow! These not spells are so good. Such powerful Magic the Gathering cards. We just can't win anymore, right? They have Snap Denial. They're just gonna like beat us to death with this. Yeah, you know how many roasts I could buy with this one Scalding Tarn if I buy listed it? Buy a lot of. I could buy a lot of them. If Snapcaster, one card I don't know. I mean, like, even the blue decks in Modern, you don't play that much card selection. Like, Serum Vision and Opt are not powerful card selection. So, like, you don't, this actually means we might be able to beat the Snap Denial now if we draw roast next turn. Like, you're gonna flood and screw. Like, that's a big part of Magic. Like, the reason why, you know, playing a format like Legacy is so appealing is because you don't have to flood and screw nearly as often. All right, I'm gonna give you Thought Scour back here. Sure, have a random. You want a Thought Scour, you can't Snap Denial me. Having played a bunch of Preordained in Vintage, I would really enjoy that card in Modern. I think if you make Preordained Modern legal, you probably have to bite the bullet and ban Grape Shot, though. Like, I feel at some point, WotC's just gonna have to, like, rip that Band-Aid off and be like, look, if you want to play Storm, you're gonna have to play a Goblin Bushwhacker and give your Empty the Warrens haste. Man, that's exactly like what I wanted for Christmas. The next card roast. It's too many cards down. Too many cards down! Alright, easy in, easy out, ladies and gentlemen. That's gonna wrap the Modern portion of today. Let's get some Black Red Reanimator going up in here. Up in here. Up in here. Boot doo 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 boot doo doo. Alright, what are we looking for here? Black Red Reanimator card.